This is my review for the Divacup. I received it complimentary for testing purposes only. It came with quite a bit of good information. I got size 2, which is for after childbirthing or cesarean section, C-section. The way that it came packaged, it came with the little cup. On the inside of the cup, it says the Divacup. It's got the ounces, half an ounce, a fourth of an ounce. It's also got it in milliliters, 15 and 7.5 milliliters. It's made in Canada. They do have a size 1. Size 1 is for women under 30 years of age and have never delivered vaginally or by C-section. It comes with a travel bag for the Divacup. It comes with all kinds of really great information. The Divacup also offers a wash that is 100% plant-based. With the directions, it does give a description about how to insert it, although most women could probably figure it out. You take it right out the box, you sanitize it either by the wash that they send you, or you can boil it for sanitation. It's made out of the same material, silicone, as most other female products and other male products, not menstrual related. But the most efficient way that I found to insert it is you just pinch it and then pinch it back together again and just insert. On mine, I did have to cut the stem. The stem was quite longer than that, just by a little bit. I don't know if you can really see the knobs, but there was one more knob that started from right here and went right there, but it was up a little bit higher. The other only bad thing about it is that when inserting it, I actually have to feel where my cervix is, and I have to make sure that my cervix is actually in the cup. Because during my last childbirth, my uterus tilted, my cervix lowered, and it also tilted too. So the only option that I had before I found out about the Divacup was tampons and pads, which in my opinion, tampons and pads are rather nasty. You can get 100% cotton, non-bleached cotton-based tampons, which is what I normally used to use. Those are quite expensive though. Some other things that I used to actually have to carry around was I carried around 2 bags. One bag completely full of tampons, which in my tampon case, there's a Tampax Pearl Ultra. These are very hard to find. They come in a box of 36. They're the ultra absorbency. I have an extremely heavy period, which is another good reason why I wanted to try out the Divacup, because it's supposed to be good for 12 hours and you only dump it between 2 to 3 times a day. Which with it, I only had to dump it twice a day. So instead of me spending a buku amount of money on these little things and then having to get multi-packs of Super Plus and regulars and supers and all kinds of other different tampons and spending 40-50 bucks a month just on tampons, and then a whole entire huge stack of pads, overnight pads, all kinds of other stuff. Instead of spending that, it's a lot better just to spend your money on something like the Divacup. Even with it having a tilted and lower cervix, it is extremely easy to insert. No leaking whatsoever. I always had problems with overnight pads leaking, even during the daytime pads leaking. For the first 2 or 3 days, I did wear a panty liner just to be on the safe side, but with my panty liner, I also used the LunaPad panty liner, which was in my last video review, and nothing showed up on the LunaPad, so just started wearing this by itself. Still no leak. A lot of women say, oh, well, that looks huge. Well, I have something else to compare that to. This is the Instead cup. I'm only using this as a reference by size. This is not the reusable. This is the disposable that you can buy at most retail shops like Walgreens, CVS, almost every type of pharmacy. This is the Instead cup. You can clearly see the difference. With the Instead cup, you squeeze it and then you just insert it, making sure that you push down. With the Divacup, I had to stand, normally like inserting a tampon, and completely keep it squished down, and then as soon as it opened up quite a bit when it was inside of me, like right there, I actually had to find my cervix to get it placed on my cervix, which still a lot cheaper than this. Divacup is usually about, I think the most that I've seen them at is like 38 to 40 bucks, but I spend about anywhere between, because I coupon also, 25 to 40 bucks a month, every single month. That's for a whole entire year. The Divacup, some women has used these for 10 years. There's other cups out there on the market, but so far, I think I'm just going to stick with my Divacup. That is my new to-go thing, and the Divacup also did come with a pin, a little pin that says Diva on it, but in the mix of me throwing tampons and pads and panty liners all around, I've actually lost it. But it came packaged in this beautiful box, all wrapped up in pink tissue paper. The company actually makes you feel good for being a female, which is another reason why I like it. And instead of you disposing of thousands of pounds of waste from your tampons and pads, all you do is simply dump this down the drain, down the toilet, rinse it out, reinsert. So there's nothing to worry about. There's no excessive trash waste. Some women complain and some men complain about their wives on their period, the smell from their trash in the bathroom. With this right here, there's no smell. You can't smell it at all. I've also had bad issues with yeast infections from tampons and pads. Tampons, they carry the risk of TTS, and they're just not safe. This is 100% silicone. Almost every single type of thing that you can find in a hospital is based off of silicone. So, without a doubt, great product. The only downside that I had was that I actually had to reach as far up into my own body as I possibly could, which most women might find that as a downside. But then when you're doing that and you're new to feeling the inside of your body, in my opinion, it's normal to feel the inside of your body, because then you can see whether or not you actually have a low cervix. You can feel if there's anything that's abnormal inside and let your doctor know. So my final grade for the Divacup is an A+. It's an amazing product, and I think every woman should at least try to own one once in their life, instead of sticking to spending thousands of dollars in a whole entire year or over the years on these nasty little things that pollute your body and can give you God knows what. You have no idea all of the stuff that they put on the cotton and all the synthetic fibers that are with tampons and even with pads. So, Divacup, A+.